like an NPC in the markets. When you go into the markets every single day, you have to think about it this way. Think about the market like it's consolidating, or it's moving in weird patterns, or it's rebalancing from a large move the previous day, or it's just expanding a lot in one direction. All of that stuff is like look at it like some crazy person that's not like, that's you wouldn't be associating with, basically. And think about that person like some crazy guy telling you about invest in this stuff and we will go to the moon or something crazy. Like, think about it like some absurd, like crazy person that tells you like, if you wait for this time today and you put like $100 into this meme coin, you will retire tomorrow. Like some crazy stuff like that. And then you just look at the market like some unstable person that's telling you all it, like whispering all of this stuff to you, and you're like, okay. And then you tell the market like, are you done playing games or do you want to do business? And then you wait for the market to be more serious, to move in a more predictable pattern, when you actually understand the rhythm and the pattern. Like, you don't want to trade this or this, you want to trade like a clean, proper swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Imagine the 15-minute moving like this. Boom, swing high, swing low, clean patterns, not too large, but not too shallow either. Just some medium, clean patterns where you see the movement, you see the pattern, and then you feel the rhythm of the markets, and then you move in sharp. Once, you strike once, and then you're done. You don't try to trade the pattern too many times, because it's like a fair value gap that gets filled too many times. Then you don't care about that fair value gap anymore. It's the same with the pattern you're trading. Use it once and then be done. It's like running under a fountain that goes like this, and eventually it goes lower. But if you just run once, you're done. But other people may run later, and then it drops and they become liquidity. So you have to be first, and you have to be sharp, and you have to strike once. So if you have a clear pattern that uses and utilizes market structure and price action in a proper way, you should be able to get this at least 2 to 3 times per week. And what you want to be doing is, you want to understand that people trade like some crazy SMC ICT concept, but they trade it in the wrong area. So let's say, take this for example. Let's say the NQ fell a lot into New York session, and it's currently like 30-45 minutes into New York session open, and we had this large drop. Then some people may look at this and think we're going back up. They wait for the 1 minute break of structure, fair value gap, market structure shift, whatever, and they try to take the trade to the upside. That in itself isn't a wrong pattern, but they don't understand higher time frames and the rhythm of the market. Other people may look at it the opposite direction and think, let's just wait for a pullback and then we go short and we go lower. Both of these people are correct but wrong at the same time, because their patterns are valid. That's the thing. Their patterns are both valid, but you have to use it in the right timing and understand the market context. But that's what these people are missing. So that's the meme when you and bro go the opposite direction. Like, he goes long, you go short. But the thing is, none of you are right, but none of you are wrong either. So let's say the market is moving like this on higher time frames. Boom, and like this. And then that large drop in New York session, if you zoom out, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, for example, you see that it's kind of moving in a trend. That means we reach some, I would say, an area of interest on that trend. I'm not saying that's some magic area. I'm just saying it's an area of interest. So what a lot of people do then, how the market works then, is that you see this trend and it does obviously sometimes not respect the trend, but it often respects it. I'm not saying some sort of retail strategy like trend lines, all of that stuff. I'm just telling you that it's a trend. That's it. It's just a trend. And when you reach, let's say we go like this and we fall down like this is a trend. I'm not saying that it's like you have to go long, you have to do this kind of crazy stuff. It's just a trend. And if we moved a lot in one direction, then it's natural for some sort of pullback. So those days, the person going long is correct most of the time. Other times, we don't have that trend. The market just fell. And there is no reason for the market to respect any area. That's why I say respect or react to. I'm not saying that a retail strategy with a trend line is a magic indicator. That in itself is useless. It's just that some areas get respected. That's it. So if we don't have that area for the market to respect, then it's natural to fall further, and the person going short is correct. So look at the market not in just terms of liquidity sweeps, fair value gaps, all of that stuff. Look at it as areas where you think the market is going to react, make some sort of reaction, or have some sort of respect. That's it. And obviously, you have to look for certain criteria. If the market is not, if we don't have volatility in the market, there is no reason to trade. Like, then it could respect an area trend, but there is no volatility. You always want to wait for some larger leg, and then you can take a trade. Like, let's say you want to go long, wait for some sort of movement down first on the 50 minutes, some sort of like swing high, swing low, then you go long. Don't just chase long. And it's vice versa. If you want to go short, don't just go short in some sort of choppy market, some sort of consolidating price action. Wait for a leg up, let's say on the 50-minute or 1 hour or whatever. Let's wait for the leg up. And then when you think it's natural for a pullback, then you go short. That's it. That's how this game works. And people don't understand timing either. So let's say the guy going long. Let's say the guy going long. He may find the market structure shift like at 9:50 or 9:45, and he wants to, he thinks the direction of the market is going to change 9:50 or 9:45 New York local time. Why is that wrong? Because look at the hourly candle. The hourly candle doesn't just open and then just expand to the upside. Like, that's never going to happen, obviously. The 1 hour candle is going to make some sort of wick pullback, then it's going to go up. And people trade at the end of the 1 hour candle. Like, what do you expect to happen then if you trade at the end of the 1 hour candle? If you instead wait for a new 1 hour candle to open and you wait for some sort of wick, then you can trade in your intended direction. This is going to save you so much. Like, it's going to save you from so many losses, because higher time frame structure isn't that advanced or difficult. Like, just think about it logically. The 1 hour candle oftentimes creates a wick, then it goes the opposite direction. So if you want to trade, you have to align those two. So let's say you get your market structure shift, all of that stuff, but you want to rush in. That's what a lot of people do. But you can get the market structure shift to the upside on the 1 minute time frame, fair value gap, all of that stuff, but then you have to wait for a new 1 hour candle to open if we are at the end or the closing time of the current 1 hour candle. So just wait for that to open, wait for some sort of pullback, some sort of wick, then you can trade in the intended direction. And sometimes, I'm not saying to do this stuff, but sometimes that 1 minute market structure shift, if that's what you view the market out of, then obviously you will be frustrated and think, oh, I got stopped out and then it moved in my direction, then there was no opportunity for me today. That's completely false. That's completely false. That's what the market does on purpose a lot of times, so that they know that every retail trader is trading SMC, so they just stop them out. But if you would have waited for that 1 hour candle wick, then you could just wait for that to happen, then you can trade it in the intended direction, and it would be so much simpler for you. And I'm covering all of this stuff in my Discord, which is linked in the bio. I cover my current market trading strategy. I give live market analysis every single day. I tell you which days are high probability, which days are low probability, when a setup is going to work and when it's useless. And I make everything so much simpler for you. So if you just understand, how to use these swings, and I have made a video about my trading strategy. If you just look at my technical analysis videos on my channel, the latest one, you will see my current strategy, everything outlined for free. I'm only trading this strategy at this moment, basically. And you can see how I trade myself. I'm explaining everything into detail so that you can get 2 to 3 high quality setups every single week, and you know when to enter and when to stay away. Because the market is always dynamic. That means if you just trade patterns, you will never win, because patterns always change, but the market in itself works how it works. It's not going to change anytime soon. So if you just understand that, then everything is going to be so much simpler for you. And by that, I wish you good luck, and I see you in the next video.